Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video. Today folks, I am going to be showing you how to tame a Griffin and most importantly where to find them. Before I get started with the video though, I would like to say a massive thank you to Mooney, who is an ARC player that provided us with the kibbles for today's tame. Here are the coordinates for my base as I have built my base in Griffin spawn territory. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and share as you see fit. Now the reason I showed you this is because in between my base and the green pillar is the location where the Griffins spawn. And this information has also been provided by Mooney. And as you can see down there, a lot of people have already built traps and everything, as this is the area where the Griffins tend to spawn. Now they can spawn on that little island over there, down there in the valley, and in the redwoods around the area. But before we get to the taming part of the video, let's look at the trap. So my trap is 3 foundations long and 2 foundations wide. On the sides I have closed it with stone door frames, and at the end I put 2 rows of pillars going 3 tall. The door frames are 4 tall, as that is what the dinosaur gateway height is, and at the top I have closed it with ceilings. And because I've placed the ceilings in the center of the foundation, I can get through with a pteranodon. At the entrance I've gone 4 foundations wide with 3 pillars tall on the center of the foundations on each side, and closed it off with stone door frames, and at the top obviously I've used ceilings again. So this will act as a funnel. Just make sure if you do this that the dinosaur gateway opens towards the entrance of the trap, as this will help funnel your Griffin in. This also can be used to tame Argents, which spawn quite frequently around the area. Now let's have an aerial view of the trap, and this is what it looks like. As a side note, you can see that I've put only 3 door frames going 4 tall, and then in between that and the entrance I just placed down the dinosaur gateway just to economize on materials. Alright, so after having a bit of a look around, I have seen some Griffins, and as you can see they are fairly low level. I'm not going to bother taming these. I think there's another one right here. Yes, there is. I'll just wait for it to slow down. I guess it's not going to slow down because it's busy killing that thing. Yeah, so they're both low level Griffins. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull them into the trap, then use a dino to kill them with. And I'll just keep doing that until I get a high level one to spawn in, as I don't really want to be taming anything low level. And that is because these things are very hard to kill due to the large turning radius in the wild. So I want them in a confined space. That way I'll quickly dispatch of the low level ones and get new ones to spawn in. Alright everybody, so after killing all the low level ones, one high level Griffin has finally spawned in. This guy is 145, but he's busy trying to kill this packy. So I'm going to kill it for it, and then hopefully it should now aggro on me. I think you just got a glimpse of its level. As you can see, it has a very large turning circle, and that makes it such a pain to actually kill. So now I'm going to go and kite it towards the trap. Constantly look back because I do lose aggro quite quickly, and then they'll end up chasing weird animals. And yeah, there we go. Just as I was saying, it's aggroed on Argent. Now in this case I'm not going to bother trying to kill the Argent because it's a flyer. I am going to try and pick the Argent, get it to aggro on me, and then kite the Argent into the trap. So what has happened now is that the Argent is after me, it's aggroed on me, and the Griffin is aggroed on the Argent. So this way I am going to continue with the pull and pull them into the trap, and once they're both in the trap I will proceed to kill the Argent and knock out the Griffin. I wanted to show you guys this portion of the video, how to do and what to do in this scenario, because as you can see, a bit of rubber banding, that's always fun to help out the tame. But yes, I wanted to show you folks how to deal with the situation, because these Griffins do lose aggro quite a bit. So obviously there will be some rubber banding, a bit of lag due to how full the server is, as we've just seen. And this is what you can expect on the servers. Okay, right, so what's happened, I think somehow the Argent just disappeared, and it's now aggroed on me, but it's aggroed wrongly. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to land my Pteranodon next to my Wyvern, because it's focused on my Wyvern. Then take the Wyvern into the base, and hopefully the Griffin shall be swapping aggro and focusing on my Pteranodon. Now, it doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. If you find yourself in this situation where the Griffin that you're trying to pull into a trap has aggroed on the wrong dinosaur, then land your flyer next to it, get on that tame that you have, and quickly move it away. That way it will swap aggro onto the flyer, and then obviously just proceed with pulling it into the trap as normal. I initially left my Wyvern out there as that is what I used to kill all the low level Griffins to get a high level one to spawn in. As I wanted to make this a low tech trap that everybody could build, I am going to park my Pteranodon just outside of the taming cage so that it retains aggro on the Griffin, and then run around and quickly shut the gates. And with the gates now shut, I'm going to move my Pteranodon well out of the area, and so the Griffin should now lose aggro and want to fly away. Let's see if it does that. Yes, it does. Quickly check that it is the level that I want it to be. Let's see, it's a 145. Perfecto. Let's have a quick look at it just so you guys can see it better. There we go, a 145. As you can see, it wants to fly away, but it can't, even though I have left gaps in the ceilings, because I've only left one ceiling gap in between each row of ceilings, which isn't enough space for the Griffin to get through. Now that the Griffin is tucked in safely into the trap, I'm going to start tranking it. And as a side note here, folks, you might want to bring in a lot of arrows or trank darts. In this case, I'm going to use arrows. It really doesn't make a difference what you use, as they do have a lot of hit points. Also, make sure you have plenty of trank arrows and darts with you, as it will take quite a lot of hits to get it knocked out, and you will also miss quite a few hits on it due to the frame rate drops caused by the smoke or dust around the Griffin. And from here on, it's just as normal. Knock it out, try and hit for the head if you can, just apply more torpor and save up on your arrows or darts. And additionally, you might want to have a spare crossbow or long neck rifle with you, just in case the one you're using breaks. Once the Griffin is knocked out, you can tame it by using any form of meat, although I personally recommend you use prime meat or Allosaurus kibble, which is what it prefers as a kibble. In my case, I'm going to starve it out until it is ready to have its kibble. This way it will not aggro the wildlife around, and if it does and gets killed by the wildlife, I will not lose the kibble that I've put on it. While the Griffin is starving out, I'm going to show you the area around one more time, and you can see I'm somewhat further from my base, and look at how many traps have been built around. So this is definitely a good spot to come and get your Griffin from. And as you can see in front of me, you can see the green tower. We've got a bit of a redwood forest here, and it's quite literally littered with traps. So my base is somewhere on that little hill over there. Just going to try and get some height so you guys can see it better. I think that should be enough. Yeah, there we go. So my base is over there. Over there we have the canyon. Behind me the green obelisk. And underneath us obviously the area where the Griffins spawn. I wanted to show you guys this area so that it can help you visualize the area and its surroundings, to help you folks find this location quicker and better, as the map is fairly new and not everybody might have a GPS on them. So by showing you its location and its surrounding, it will probably give you a good visual picture of where to come and where to look for them. Once more, here are the coordinates on the GPS of the location that I'm at. Obviously in this video the coordinates are just for orientation purposes, so when you get here you might have to do a bit of searching in order to find them. Okay, so 1 hour and 30 minutes has passed since I have knocked it out. That is the time it takes to tame a 150 Griffin. So now it should be ready for its kibble. I'm going to put the kibble on it and show you guys how quickly it tames. And this way I don't risk losing anything, as it should tame within minutes. As this takes little time, I decided to include this in the video to show you folks how little time it will take this way, being knocked out on the ground vulnerable with kibble in its inventory. This way I reduce the possibility of losing any kibble or large amounts of narcotics due to my tame being killed. as at any one time the Griffin only had a maximum of 100 narcotics, and when it was low on torpor I only fed it stacks of 50. I especially recommend this taming method for your very high level Griffins, as you don't want to lose a lot of stuff if it does get killed. And there we go, it is tamed and ready to be used. Well, that is it for this video, folks. I hope you have found it useful. If you have, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share this video as you see fit. And once again, I just wanted to say a special thank you to Mooney, who provided us with the location for the Griffins as well as with the kibble. Until next time, stay safe folks, and happy hunting!